3 seconds ago, we were like,
Yeah, no, I didn't.
saw it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to IN5D Global Predictions with Psychic Alley and me. And tonight we'll answer your questions. Anita gets it right now. She was the first one in here shortly after we signed off yesterday. This is what you want to do is put your questions in uppercase, all capital letters. That way we're able to see, find your questions without overlooking them in the comments. So, yeah, awesome. We are here to answer your questions tonight. So, like I said, if you got a question, let us know in the chat. Put them in capital letters, uppercase, and get to it. So, hi to Anita, who was the first one in. Hi to, hi, Lauren. Should I buy this? We're not answering those kind of questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, this is the global predictions, but
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I feel mean now. Feel mean.
Well, you are, but that's why I'm here to even things out. I'm the angel.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hang on. Okay.
Hello. So we've got Anita Gale. Hello, lovely. And we've got Lauren. I'll pull some cards, Lauren. We're not doing those questions, but I will. I'll pull some cards for you. Sarah Saltra. In fact, I'll do the dice. Sarah, sorry. In America, it's Sarah. Linda. Hello, Linda. Lovely, lovely Linda. I'm an Aries. Aries are very determined. You will already have an opinion whether you should get this house or not, because you like to be in charge, you like to be in control. You're pretty good at that. And so Tamara or Tamara. Lovely Danny. Hey, Danny. Good to see you, lovely lady. Oh, she's wonderful. Yeah, definitely check out Danny's channel. She's got some brilliant interviews going on there. Danny Henderson. Yep. How will it affect me? Okay, will the USA become a third world country?
It's getting there right now.
We can look into it, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Lilith. And will RFK. Who's RFK?
Robert F. Kennedy.
Okay. Become Trump's pickup for VP. Not feeling it.
No.
But we can look at the cards. We can look at the cards, can't we? Hey, y'all. Mary Dictionary. And Laurie. Hey, Laurie. And your sister, Tara. Hi, Tara.
Mm-hmm.
So gutted I didn't get to meet you. We're so looking forward to meeting you. Yeah. All right, let me get my cards regarding the house for Laurie. Okay. So we've got some very positive cards for you. Obviously, this is for entertainment purposes only, so don't just do this. Go with this, please. But you did have the world card. If I was just reading the world card, then it would be, things turning out better than expected. So you're being looked after. So if this goes through, then it means that the universe wants you to have this, wants you to move. If it doesn't go through, it means that there's something even better just around the corner. But it does look as if everything is moving in a very good direction for you. Laurie. So just a quick one. So we've got some good questions coming in, haven't we? Come back, my sexy man.
How do we get rid of that?
I know, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, we don't need that up there.
I couldn't help it.
I love you.
Yes, you do. Yes,
do.
you do. Yes, you do. Okay.
Allie, I agree, Allie. Danny has some of the most interesting and informative guests. She did one on trauma, and it was off the scale good. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, she does. And I love the way she's got this opinion and she just gives it out. It's good, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the name of these cards?
It's the Cosmic Deck by Norbert Loesch, Losche.
Mm-hmm.
Norbert Loesch.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very good cards. Yeah. So,
please put your questions in capital letters. That helps that it's the capital is in question.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some good questions coming in. Brilliant.
I never heard that. This is the first I'm hearing of that, Brandy. What do you think about them saying that there's malaria in Sarasota? Well, I don't have to worry about it because my horse won't give it to me because he takes ivermectin.
I reckon, Brandy, that they're going to try and disrupt the Florida state for DeSantis. So they're going to try spreading any of those rumors because, you know, DeSantis is going against what they want on the surface. Underneath, we don't know, but that's what it looks like. So, yeah, they're going to try and say Florida's not a nice place. Steer clear. Tourism. So I think that's full of disruption, deliberate disruption. What do you think?
That sounds right. There's just so much that the deep state's afraid of. They don't like, in general, they don't like DeSantis, but now that DeSantis has taken on donations from George Soros, a lot of people are questioning, you know, when is George Soros going to collect on that donation? Because you just don't get a donation for nothing from George Soros. And Soros backs all of the left. Why would he back somebody on the right? Doesn't make sense.
Unless it's a deliberate thing to put doubt in, because it could work the other way.
That's true. That is true, honey.
You know, they are quite clever. I give them that.
Okay. Well, I think we have enough questions to get started here.
All right, love.
Okay. So, our first question comes from Anita. We got here nice and early, like 10 minutes before the show started, came to our YouTube channel, and it's like, I'm getting my question in now. And yes, she did. I've read Tom Hanks and Rita have been replaced, and we're Gitmo. Tom's been replaced by his brother. Is that true? And, you know, she goes on to say, is that why Hanks signs his name now as Hanx? So that's a good question. I know we've talked about this before, too, in the past about Tom Hanks. But let's see what the cards have to say right now. Has he been replaced by his brother? And is that why he's signing his name Hanx? And the first two cards I have, wow, Oh, wow. Here we go. Yeah, this all makes sense. Um, Bound and tied, basically in his own little prison. Painful ending. Not only is it a painful ending, new beginning. So, I'm not one of those people that's, you know, outside of the cards. I'm not one of those people that say, chances are he's a clone or he's been, you know, this has happened to him at Gitmo and all that stuff. That's not my style because I want definitive proof. But what the cards are saying are along that line. So, um, is that why? Well, new beginning. Somebody is, but it's not him anymore. And despite as much as I would go against saying that, the cards say otherwise. So that's what I have.
This is it. The cards just want to tell you what they're getting.
Yeah.
And it's been true before. We've gone, no, I don't believe it. And then with the cards saying, oh, the cards are saying yes. So, we do have to go with them. So, I rolled the dice on this and I got an 11. So 11 means that there is angelic intervention going on here. That to me is saying that whoever is playing Hanks is actually working for the White Hats in a certain way, maybe to wake people up. So, yeah, there is definitely something. There's something going on with that character for sure, and I do feel as if it is linked with the White Hats. That's what I'm feeling. So yeah, that's all I got. That's what it felt like. Quick one for me there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Our next question comes from Star and the Dynamic Chihuahuas. Will the USA become a third world country? Okay. Let's take a peek, see what the cards have to say on this one. And first card out is Nine of Swords. So, look at that. What's going on in this, there's a lot on her mind. Interesting, too, because we just had two other swords in the first one. And generally, you want to pay attention to the cards, especially in the global predictions, because they're trying to tell you a global message as well within these individual questions. So, we've had the 8, 9, and 10 of swords already in the first two questions. But yeah, a lot on her mind. Next card out is the Tower. So there's a Tower moment coming here. Will the USA become a third world country? Something's going to happen. And then it could be the collapse of the US dollar. Or something along that line. It could. And, oh boy, we got this again. Check it out. Once again, pay attention to the cards. Death, which is also a new beginning, right? And so, yeah, that could be the death of the dollar, literally, right? But yet, okay, here's we got the sun after that. And it's all going to work out. There's things that are in place. This is what I'm getting from all these cards combined. Nine of Swords, the Tower, Death, and the Sun. If you look at the cards, it could be looked at as gloomy, or it could be looked at as this is just part of the metamorphosis that's happening. And it's not just, I think, the United States is just reflective of other countries as well. This is going to be going on globally, I think, where that transformation happens, that the old is shoved out and the new is brought in. So ultimately, we have the sun, and I don't think it's going to get to that point of being a third world country. I think things will fall into place beforehand. Although, personally, I'm on record for saying that we may take a step backward before we make this quantum leap forward. And in order for that to happen, the dollar has to die. It's based on nothing. It's backed by nothing. It's fiat currency. It's valued at nothing, basically. But we place this value on there that doesn't really exist. You know, think about it. That $100 bill, it costs about the same amount of money to print a $100 bill as it does a $1 bill. But we think, oh, because there's a 1 and a 00 on there, it's worth all this money. It's not really worth diddly. It's just a piece of paper. And we need to move beyond these pieces of paper. So not only will the US dollar die, all currency has to die in order for it to, if nothing else, to be replaced by some kind of gold-backed currency. But hopefully we get to that point where we move beyond money, because money is nothing but a tool to enslave humanity. We've been so fooled. I often ask people, if there was no such thing as money, what would you be doing with your life? And that'll tell you what your true divine purpose is for being here. I asked that question to my mother, and she goes, that's preposterous. What do you mean? If there was no such thing as money, there has to be money. She couldn't get into her mind, hypothetically, if there was no such thing as money, what would you be doing with your life? Some people can't get beyond that, but I think that's where we need to be. And that's where we're heading. And this is like the cards I just showed you. There will be this moment that, you know, shit happens and the dollar will die. That is important. We have to take that step backwards before we make this exponential leap forward. So yeah, welcome it, and we'll all get through this and end up better on the other side. That's what I have. That's a long answer to a short question. Allie got the sun too.
Yeah. So yeah, ultimately everything is good. Ultimately, they've got it all sorted out. They really have. I do believe that the money system will. I feel that it would. Yes, it's going to feel like that. But I feel as if that's just the transition energy. There will be some people who'll go into fear, and once that fear dies down, they'll be able to rethink things. They'll be able to change their mindset. You know, some people will work on that quicker than others. Yeah, so I do feel as if they've already got so much sorted out in the background. Nobody's going to be going without. Nobody's going to be put in a position where, you know, they're panicking, you know, unless they're a panicker. I'm going to say that, because some people are. But yeah, I just got, you know, Spirit of God is sorted out. I did the dice and I got 12, 13, 14, 15, which is 6. So I got a 6, which works out, you know, after the financial dip, it's the climbing up, because 5s are usually the financial dip, you know, we're looking at that. So yeah, it's the climbing out of the situation that we're in. So yeah, so no, it's not going to stay that way, but it might be a little bit of a glimpse of, you know, chaos, just a little one. Yeah.
Thank you, my love. Yeah, something's going to happen. You can feel it, you know, that. And it's not, like I said, it's not necessarily just here in the United States. I think humanity will end up taking that step backwards before we take that humongous leap forward, but it's not going to be as bad as what it seems.
Yeah.
So, Cynthia has our next question. Will Robert F. Kennedy become Trump's pick for VP, Vice President? All right. Well, All right, got the King of Cups. That would represent Trump. This is interesting. There's a female that's actually being considered. There's no definitive at this point running mate chosen. But what I'm getting, yeah, is that, you know, you see what's going on here with the Eight of Wands. Fast-paced changes are coming. So what they're doing is they're talking about different people, and they're, you know, some of the people that they're talking about may not be in humanity's best interests. There's a bunch of people that, you know, Trump's got to be careful, because we saw this with Pence. You know, he ended up being a traitor, basically. So Trump's got to be careful. He got the devil card. He's got to be careful on the person or people that he chooses. And okay, we got this card. Whoops, it just dropped. Hang on. Okay, so yeah, look, dig this. The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The choice that he makes will be perfect for his running mate, but it's all literally up in the air right now, and there's going to be some people that are discussed that are not good choices, but in the end, when he makes those choices, it's going to be really good for everyone. So, and don't rule out that necessarily it could be a female, but nothing is definitive right now. So, you know, will RFK become Trump's pick for VP? Nothing's definitive, and there's nothing that has been decided. If I had to personally answer this outside of the tarot cards, no, he won't. No, I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell for that happening. But, you know, we've seen it in the past. I always thought that back in the day, Ron Paul should have been with what the hell was that guy? Dennis Kucinich, a Democrat from Ohio. I thought him and Ron Paul, you know, a conservative, would have been great running mates back then, because they thought so much alike. And, you know, except they were from different parties, but they voted almost identical on all the House bills and everything. It'd be interesting to see something like that actually happen. But, and the cards say everything's up in the air right now. Nothing's definitive. But my gut says no. That's where I'm at on this. What do you got, baby?
Okay. So it's funny, we keep picking up on a female. We always have. Mm-hmm. We've been picking up on a female. I mean, I'd like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think she's brilliant. Yes. I do. I think she'd be perfect. She's very strong-minded. She's not corruptible. She's right up there with my top people, I would say.
She's a pit bull. I think Candace Owens would be another good one too.
Candace Owens, I went off her a little bit. There's something about Candace. She hasn't got any soft sides. She's very, very she's too confrontation. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene she's got the air about her that she can put someone in their place without it turning into an argument. And Candace is ready for an argument. You know, she's like, come on then. You know, there's an aggression about Candace.
Candace has got all the ammo. When she argues, she can back it up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
She's good. She's good.
And
don't get me wrong.
So can Marjorie Greene Taylor. She can do the same thing. Yeah. So, but I get what you're saying. I still think she would be a good choice as well as Marjorie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I do think it's going to be a female. I really do. Yeah. So I'm actually not picking up good things when I actually am looking up this Kennedy. I'm not picking up good things. I got the devil card. I don't know. When I got that, did you? When I got that, I was picturing, John F. Kennedy, the one that people say is still alive. I got him shedding tears when he looked into what his brother's been doing. I got upset and tears, and I hadn't got that when we first started talking. So that is just a glimpse right now. So I do feel as if he's trying to play for both sides at this moment, and there is a bit of corruption going on. So yeah, I feel that he's got the right intentions, but I do think that they're puppeting him a bit. That's what I'm feeling. But yes to a female for sure. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't have anything definitive on that, but it's a possibility that's being considered right now. So yeah, interesting how we both got that same kind of vibe, and we also got the devil card.
You got the devil too, yeah. Which surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Martel has our next question. I know this has been discussed, but a patriot has said JFK, the deceased JFK, was VP under Trump about halfway through his first term and still is. His first VP, which would be Pence, was taken out. Is that true or false? The cards I have on this, once again, interesting cards. We're seeing repetitive cards, and the way Allie and I draw cards differently, because I shuffle, and I'll pull a card, and I'll shuffle again, and I'll pull a card. So it's not as if they were from a previous reading, and they just happen to be, in order like that. I got the 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Remember, first two questions, we had the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. Got the 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords again. And coupled with, once again, perhaps we're getting closer to that point, that tower moment that's happening. Was JFK VP under Trump? I'm not seeing that. Not getting that, not feeling it. I'm not seeing that in the cards. It would be nice, honestly, and I would like to say that he's still alive, but I can't. There's no definitive proof on that. A lot of people say, that was part of the cover-up. It could well have been. But my discernment is telling me, let the man rest in peace. A lot of people are hanging on to JFK Jr. as badly as they're hanging on to the 34-year Nasara story. It's been going on for 34 years, still hasn't happened. So, no. True or false? That's false. That's what I have.
I'm not getting a definite whether he's passed or alive. I'm just at one point in the beginning, I believe that I felt him. I believe that he did survive the plane, but I feel that something happened in between and he passed. I don't feel as if it's nefarious. He just passed. That's what my guides have said to me before. But obviously that's just what my guides have said. I don't feel as if he's going to be in the future. I don't think he's going to come out and be the vice president in the future. I feel as if it's definitely going to be a female. I feel I would be, when I pulled the dice on this, it was a 5, which is blockages, battles, that sort of thing in this instance. So yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Thank you, my love. Our next question comes from Linda Winger. And she's asking, will Alberta, Canada, along with or without other provinces, join the Republic of America, as I have often heard? I've never heard that before. Is that something that's different than the United States of America, the Republic of America? I'm assuming. Maybe that's the America without, the Black's Law America, basically the sovereign America. Let's take a look. Canada, with the first card out is the Nine of Wands, and you can see that Canada, the people of Canada have their backs against the wall right now. They've been pushed, and I think you guys have gone through exactly what we've gone through here in the United States in regard to voter, that people are being placed in positions there. Dig this. Once again, Ten of Swords, painful endings. So something is happening, but yet in the dark of the night, there's going to be a transition that happens. And I think that at some point, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. I'm not seeing that anywhere, that it's, we're not getting like an Ace of Swords, definitive yes. But I think it's quite possible. It's going to take time. And it's going to take that tower moment that we've been talking about. And that will be part of the quantum leap forward, where we can unite, at least, on the border, the northern border, if nothing else, because the energy at that point would have changed. There wouldn't be that fear-related energy of having borders between countries. So it will take time. Eventually is my answer. Yeah. Will Canada, along with or without other provinces, join the Republic of America? Eventually, yes. It's going to take time.
Sorry, my cursor. I couldn't get see my cursor quick enough.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, I got a yes here. I got a yes. I do believe. I feel as if it's going to come in via a vote system. So it could be that parts of Alberta will stay on its own, and some will come over. But I feel that it's part of a voting system. It may be divided. So yeah, I got celebration. I got like party time and everybody enjoying themselves and celebrations and things when that happens. So yeah,
Right.
That's it. It was quite short and sweet, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I like when we get ones that are that simple. Let's make you have to think too much or overthink, right? But the cards are going to say what they're going to say anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay, our next question comes from Cynthia Caldwell. Could Trump pick Mike Huckabee as VP or Carrie Lake? And I drew the cards for this already while you were answering. And Mike Huckabee, no. No, I'm not seeing that. Dig this. Once again, Ten of Swords, painful endings. Something's coming to an end. How many times have I had this card? How many questions have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've had this card at least 3 times. 50% of the time out of 70, 2 cards? 78 cards. Carrie Lake, though, She got the ace. But remember, we were just talking about this a couple questions ago. The cards I got were that it's undecided, although it could be a female. Maybe it is Carrie Lake. But we also got, remember, the 8 of Wands, and that was the tornado. There's nothing definitive right now. Things are moving fast. No definitive answers, but it's interesting that you brought that up after, Allie and I both said that it could be a female, and it very well could be, according to the cards, Carrie Lake.
This is strange, but I got that. I got no to Huckabee, whoever he is. I don't know who he is. But I got well, I'll tell you what I did get. I get that she may not be VP, but she's going to be part of the team somehow. That she is, I don't know, she's going to have a big role that is right at the top. So she's going to have a very top position there. Is what I got. So, yeah. Again, it's a quick one. It's a quick answer. So, yeah.
Okay. I shouldn't even leave. I should just hang out here and just. Is George Soros still around at Gitmo or what? Is our next question from Martel. My answer is yes. Now back to you. Can't get any quicker than that. Oh boy. Yeah. So once again, Jesus. Got the 9 of Swords. Lots and lots and lots of swords coming out. 8, 9, and 10 of Swords have been popping out. And a lot on her mind right there. So is George Soros still around? Well, yeah, he is. He got the Sun card. But justice is coming for him. Yeah, he's still around, but I think there's a lot going on in his head. He can feel the pressure coming down on him. And justice will be served. That's what I have. Pretty quick one.
I just got visions of him having one of those ankle bracelets on.
Okay. Wow.
That's what I feel.
Okay.
He's basically under arrest, but might be home arrest. And he's not doing very well mentally. I feel as if he's actually lost some of his marbles. Yeah, I think he's lost it. I think it's to do with the pressure. He's lost it. He isn't coping very well. Yeah. And I feel as if there's going to be a sudden announcement that he's passed. I think that's coming soon.
Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I can feel that as being the truth. That feels right to me. All right. So moving on. We're flying through these, right?
Yeah. We're not meaning to, guys.
No, we're not. It's just sometimes they're quick and sometimes they're not. When the markets crash, this is from Gregg, will it be longer than 2 days? Than 2? What do you think that is?
That could be anything. You might have to clarify on that one, because that'd be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years.
What is that, Gregg? 2 what? Are you still with us? Give him a second to see if he can answer.
Yeah, to get to our funds.
I would think it's 2 days.
Me too. I don't even need to. I'll do the dice on that, but that's what I feel. Yeah. It's gonna be days.
Okay. Well, we'll answer it based on that. I don't think he's here with us. He posted the question and bolted.
He's been here throughout. He's
Yeah,
been here throughout, so he might still be here. But yeah, I do. Really feel it will be days. It won't even be. Yeah, it's not going to be long, because I think
Yeah.
it's like light coming in. My feeling is there's going to be a transition, so you'll have time to cash in your money, your cash, and get out whatever currency else, because I do feel as if there's going to be something. It won't just be digital.
Interesting.
That's what I get all the time. It's not just digital.
It's not going to be the central bank digital currency.
No.
CBDC, right? Right.
No.
Quantum.
I think it's a mixture with quantum, but yeah.
Markets crash. Will it be longer than 2 days to get our funds? Yeah, they're deciding. Shit's going on in the background. They know it's inevitable. I don't think they have a definitive answer, because right now someone's saying something that someone else doesn't want to hear. And we got the death card again. That, to me, in relation to this question, would say that there's something going on in the background, because it's going to bring about that new beginning. This is that, as we mentioned before, that tower moment where we take a step backwards, but then take a quantum leap forward. And as what we have for the next card out, celebration. So I think, things are undecided right now. You should be okay to get your funds immediately, that are backed by the FDIC. One thing you got to keep in mind and consider is that the FDIC backs a lot of different shit. And there's probably a hierarchy of who's going to get their money first. And chances are we're at the bottom of the list on getting our money. If it were me, if I had the means, I would invest a lot of my money in silver right now, and physical silver, stored in a safe somewhere, and just leave in the bank what I absolutely have to leave in there for bills or whatever. If I were in that position, that's what I would do. I wish I could afford it. But for those who can, get your physical silver, because that's always going to retain value. And I think when the next currency comes in, you're going to be sitting real pretty, much prettier than what you would with this fiat currency. Yep.
Okay. I'm finding it difficult to find the return button. I need to do something with my mouse. I've been mucking about with, when it's fast or slow. I'm mucking about with this. Yeah, I've got to change it because it's not working.
Aw.
I think I've said mine. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you were first out on that one. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. It's right below. And this is from Sarah Sutra. Will there even be a presidential election in 2024? Let's see what the cards have to say. I love that woman. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I didn't have a chance to get my cards ready beforehand, but I got them now. So will there even be a presidential election in 20? Well, what we're going to see is, as we mentioned, I've talked about this. I see Trump getting in there by the first week of September. And I also, and this is an ending to the whole Biden regime and the corruption that's been going on. we are going to see, once again, we got the transition change. And bear this one in mind. That's the Ten of Swords yet again. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're going to see there's transition and change coming. I got the King of Pentacles. To me, that's Trump. He's going to have his cake and eat it too. And then we got the new beginnings. Look at Alice. She's smiling and laughing in the background. This card kind of never mind. But yeah, new journey. So yeah, well, things are moving and shaking. There will be an election in 2024. Yeah. And I think it's going to be Trump. That's what I got.
Yeah, can I leave you to bring me back in? Because I've got time to sort out me mouse quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, is that all right? All right. Yeah, so what I got for that was I've got a big iffy feeling. I haven't got I feel I'm not sure whether it's to do with 2024 or whether this is in the future, because I'm not feeling the elections are going to be as they have been. I just don't feel as if they will. I think there's going to be a whole new system coming into play, and I feel as if there's going to be one person that oversees everything, but I don't feel as if they're going to have like a big public role. I think that the public roles are going to be left to the people in different smaller areas. You know, they're going to be, you know, a bit like the governors. They're going to have, you know, there's going to be, I feel, rules that will be like humanitarian rules. Like everybody has to abide by the fact that, you know, animals and farming has to be humane, and you can't tamper with the food the way they have farming. And then there'll be a general rule for medical pharmacy, and then there'll be a general rule. I feel as if that's going to be the guidelines for the whole planet and hopefully the world. So nobody will be able to be, you know, it's fair. Everything is fair. So there won't be this, you know, in America, I think that you've got different laws in different states. I don't feel as if it's going to be like that. It's all going to be very fair. I feel as if they're going to be in smaller groups. And all they are doing is they're not making your decisions. You're making your decisions. You're going to be doing kind of like have time to basically vote for what it is that you think needs to change, if anything, in your particular area. You know, more money spent here or less money spent there, and that's what I'm feeling. So regarding future president, I just don't feel as if they're going to have the same role anymore. But yeah, so take what you want from that. So
that's interesting. Interesting take. Up next is a question from Star. Will Africa become a leader in world politics? And it's interesting. That's an interesting question, because they just found, I think it was $12 trillion in gold reserves in Africa.
Oh, can I say what I was going to say then? Because sure. My answer to this before, you know, was, because I don't know, I knew nothing about the gold reserves. I felt that all the countries that are rich in certain minerals or certain, you know, farming things, or, you know, all of that, like gold, they are going to be able to be rich because of it, because that's in their part of the world. So it's going to go back to that, rather than somebody coming along and stealing what is rightfully theirs. So, sorry, I'll back off now. You come on. That's what I got for them.
That's okay. Cool. Thank you. So yeah, I'm not sure of the number. Is it 12 trillion or 1.2 trillion? It's some outrageous number. A lot of gold was, well, what we're told was found there. And will they become a leader in world politics? Not initially. They're still working out a lot of shit that's going on down there. And there's, similar to the United States, there's a lot of crap going back and forth on there. But I'm being shown this card, the star card. Did you guys know that the Dogon tribe communicated with Africans many years ago, and the Dogon let the Africans know about this star system that at the time it was impossible for anyone to even know it existed. And that's where I believe the Dogons are the ones that are responsible. They're the ones that have, they're the reason why Roman Catholic Church wears miters on their heads. It's the mitre represents, the fish people. So anyway, I got the Ace of Swords to go with that. So will they become a leader in world politics? Not initially, but eventually. Because of that gold reserve, that's going to help immensely. And it makes me wonder what it's going to do to the price of silver and gold. We'll see. But yeah, eventually. You asked me if I could bring you back in.
I know, but my mouse was already on it, so I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. So the answer to, as far as I'm concerned, is all the countries are going to be very rich in whatever they have lots of, So, it's all to do with fair trade now. That's how it's going to be. Yeah, we're so close to it.
Yes. Okay, our next question, interesting, is ask the cards, is Juan or Sabin controlled opposition? This will be an interesting question because I have my own thoughts about Juan O'Sabin, which is not his real name. And he hides behind it. But, is he controlled opposition? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything in the cards that's saying otherwise. Damn. Okay, well, I've got the Nine of Swords again. Shit. Something's going on. There's a lot on people's minds right now. And this might be even overthinking things as well. But I drew a number of cards, and there's just a number of them. Pain, heartbreak. Yeah. So, and then the Ace of Wands, which is generally aces are yes. Is he controlled opposition? Yeah. I'm not seeing anything really good. He's one of the Gesera pushers as well. There's a whole group of them that basically work as a echo chamber, and they say the same thing. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not going to mention their names. But yeah, I don't see anything positive. I would like to. Yeah. Because I don't like reporting negative shit, but I don't see anything good. Anyway, all you, babe.
Okay. And welcome, Indiana. Hello. Good to see you here. So you're new.
Yeah.
So she practices Wicca and Tarot. Yep. Oh, thank you. So 107. I'm going to say this before I even look. Well, I looked at the cards, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to do this as a generic thing. I believe that everybody out there who is opening people's minds up in any way possible is a good thing. And I feel that everybody has to take what they want from something and say, yeah, that fits right, that fits right, all that doesn't feel right. And I think that you should learn to understand that about yourself. What does it feel like inside? Does that content feel good? If it doesn't, then push it to one side. But they could say this, this, and this that you do like. So I don't feel as if you should just write anybody off completely unless you really get that. It's like a sickening bad feeling. If you get that, then you just, switch off. But there's many people that I have watched in the past that I absolutely loved, and I can't watch them now. Does that mean that they've gone bad? No, it might mean that I've progressed in my own frequency, that is not on their frequency anymore. Not to say that I'm better than they are. It's just that I'm not resonating with what they're talking about or what their content is. So I just wanted to put that out there just first of all. Okay. So when I looked at this, I rolled some dice on him, and I got an 8. And 8 is always infinity, so it's I feel as if he is definitely, he's got a job to do. Okay, I do feel he has a job to do, and I feel that I'm not picking up bad stuff. I'm not picking up really bad. I'm really not. I'm picking up that there's definitely more to him than meets the eye, but then he's not basically saying that he's hiding his identity. Of course, he doesn't show his face, so at the end of the day, he is hiding his face. Does that mean he's a bad person? Not necessarily. It could mean that he's in a position where he's being told things that is not that he can't say that he's connected to that. So anyway, there's lots of stuff going on. Has he said some stuff that is not right? Yes, but haven't we all? So not deliberately, of course, but some people have. So that's my take on it.
Well, not hiding the face, hiding behind a different name. I don't know. Make of it what you will. The cards are what the cards are. That's all we can say.
If he's getting information from a source that therefore, if he shows his face that he's given this information, there are reasons. Look at what's that guy that you said you were talking about? Jason Shirker. Now there's a guy that he interviews. He doesn't show his face, and he's working for the Off-Worlders, and he's doing lots of things. I can't remember his name.
Ray.
Okay, so he's done loads of interviews with Ray, and the information that he's giving, I'm resonating with it. And he doesn't show his face. So does that mean that he's not bad? I'm just saying sometimes we just have to kind of think maybe there's some other thing going on that we don't know about. We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
Our next question comes from Lori, and she's asking, will we see 10 Days of Darkness? Okay, well, I think that, I see something coming. There is going to be this tower moment. I think we can all sense and feel it. And to me, the first card out, 5 of Pentacles, it probably has something to do with the banks collapsing. I also see world leaders. I've got a couple kings that came out. The world leaders are all part of what's going on, the 10 Days of Darkness. And there will be this transition and change happening. So I think the leaders, the good ones, not the cabal wants, but I think they're trying to maneuver things into a peaceful transition to where it's doable. So bottom line, if that does happen, and timelines change every millisecond. But if that does happen, make sure that you have, some water and food stored up. Maybe a means of cooking it, like a charcoal grill or something, gas grill. Um, and get together with your neighbors, talk it over with them. Let them know what's going on and try to, build the community if you don't have one yet. But will we see the 10 days of darkness? Yeah, I think it's happening. And I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 days. It might only be 3. It might just be a few days. It may be 10. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have a specific number on that. I don't really give out numbers. So, yeah, that's what I have.
My hands are over here this time. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome, my love.
Okay, so 10 days of darkness. Okay, so I'm going to go. I've got my own feelings on it, but I want to see what the cards say as well. I feel that it was supposed to be when they were trying to plan the transition and everything, changing over the monetary system and all of that. I feel that it was supposed to be the 10 days. And I do feel as if things would have been shut down, or, there being, I mean, if you imagine 10 days worth of not being able to, I don't know, anything, like not being able to get your shopping in, not being able to, there would be panic, there would be chaos in the streets, because people will automatically think that this is how it's going to be for the rest of the time, especially if they can't get on the internet to find out anything different. So I do feel as if that isn't going to be the case, that it's going to be that long. I feel as if it's going to be just a few days. Just a few days of, and I don't even think it's going to be darkness as such. So it's darkness. I feel it's to do with communication darkness. That's what my feelings are. Yeah, it's a bit of an obstacle, but not terribly bad. Yeah. What do you get, my love?
I already got it.
I know. Next one.
Okay, yeah. Hang on. There we go.
Okay.
Trying to find our next question, and this is our last question. So, thank you for all the questions that we had throughout the evening. Is a credit union? This is from Patricia Morehouse Nipple. Is a credit union safer for our money? They are not owned by the FDIC. That's true. First card out. You don't have to go far, Allie. I got a yes. It's not just a yes. It's an ace, which is a yes, and of all the, it's an ace of pentacles. So, is a credit union safer? Definitely. Emphatically, yes. Okay. What do you got, my love?
I either don't know enough about it, but I got an 8, which is the same, much of the same. So I can't. Yeah. I got an 8. So
okay. All right.
Could be because I don't know much about this. And
yeah.
I wasn't.
Well, that's all we needed. We just needed that. Yeah. That was basically like a yes or no kind of question. You gave it. Appreciate that. So that's all of our questions. We got, how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's one there. Anita. I don't know if it's a question or not. Former trader, mutual funds have 1 day settlement.
No, she was just
money
explaining
available.
what we're talking about.
Stocks is traded plus. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did good then, didn't we?
Yeah. We got through a
Got through
lot.
all those questions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone once again for joining us here for Global Predictions Tuesday night rather. Remember to join us on Thursday. We'll be here on YouTube at 7:30 for a little half-hour pregame show, and then we jump over to Rumble where it's completely live and uncensored. So join us there. Anything you want to close up on, my love?
No, just that I'm in negotiations. I'm just checking my email at the moment with Chris, who is going to be having a live reading with me. And I'm just seeing if she's answered the email. So I'm trying to go for a Friday, this Friday. So, but yeah, I can't find it quick enough. I have so much spam emails. It's ridiculous. I need help sorting that out because it's like just sift through all this crap.
So there's a link to Ellie's. Yeah. Make sure you check that out. And a link to the IN5D Quantum Tie-Dye. Check that out as well. I don't have anything else. Do you?
No, I don't. Just wishing you all lots of love. Just keep the love vibration going and keep visualizing how you want this world to be in the future. You know, we're creating our world right now with everything that we're thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, keep those thoughts positive. I'm with you on that. So that's it for another fun-filled Tuesday evening for Global Predictions with Psychically.
Yeah.
Just want to send you all lots of love and light. And thank you for joining us and all of your comments and questions. And if you have any comments, if you're watching it on the replay, leave a comment below. So until the next time, I'm Greg. She's the lovely, gorgeous, sexy, vivacious Ellie. And we're sending you lots of love and light from our hearts.
Don't forget to press like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, and share. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
until the next time. Peace, everyone. Love you all.